You don't really need an introduction, but if you could introduce yourself, Mr. Atkinson.
My name is Graham Atkinson. I'm a retired sheriff of Surry County.
I'm Jeffrey Trenter with Carport Central, and appreciate you coming by, speaking to us a little bit.
Glad to be here.
We are honored to be a part of the Give a Kid a Christmas this year, and really wanted to get you in and talk to you, find out a little bit more about it. And if you could, tell me a little bit about how it got started.
Back in the early 1990s, we started our DARE program in Surry County, and I was the first DARE officer. And at the DARE's taught in the 5th grade of the elementary schools. So I was going to each 5th grade class 1 hour a week. I was this particular elementary school, and each week when I went, there was one little boy in class that was always wearing the same outfit. It was a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt. And it didn't matter what the weather was, it was a pair of pants and a t-shirt. And so I asked some of the teachers, made a comment about it to them. Keep in mind this kid was in the 5th grade. And they told me that young man had wore the same set of clothes to school every day since he was in the 3rd grade. And I thought, well, we ought to be able to do a little better than that. In the community that I grew up in, I knew people that were inclined to help others. So I called 2 people. I called Ralph Hardy at Hardy Brothers Trucking, and I called Johnny Bruner at Pine Hill Farm Supply, and I told them the story. And I said, yeah, I'd like to try to help this young man. Will you guys help me? And they both said, just come by and we'll take care of you. So I went by, and I honestly can't remember if they gave me $50 a piece or $100 a piece. But back in the 90s, either way, that was a good little chunk of money. They just handed me cash. So I called Walmart, didn't know a soul there, and I wound up talking to Wayne Mosley, who later became and still is a very, very good friend. And found out right away that Wayne's got a heart for service and a very compassionate guy. So I told him what the situation was, and he said, well, come over and we'll fix you up. So I went over, met him for the first time, had the cash in my pocket, and I don't remember even exactly what I left there with, but it was many times more than the money that I had to spend. So we got really ambitious and decided we were going to do like 10 kids or maybe 11, because it was one at every elementary school one Christmas. And we raised the money, we took care of them, we bought them food, we bought them clothes and toys and everything for Christmas. And we thought, well, if we can do that many, maybe we can do 50. And we did 50 and thought, well, if we can do that, we can do 100. And each year, the number has grown, and it fluctuates from year to year. I think our high year has been about 800 kids that we took care of. Right now, as we sit here today, we're at about 500, expecting that number to go up for this year. It started out as a project through the sheriff's office when it was smaller. And we began to partner with the Surry County schools because they had the contact with the kids and could help us locate the kids and verify the needs. Then it turned into much more of a community project. And now this is not a sheriff's project or a school project or a foundation project. This is a Surry County project. We have businesses, we've got fire departments, Ruetan clubs, Masonic lodges, individuals that we count on every year. People that show up to help shop, people that show up to help food boxes together, people that help deliver, people that donate the money, doing all the things that make it happen. And as I said, I know the Lord has blessed this because it has become so big and it takes so much money and so many people, but we have never failed to meet a need.